I'm just going to demonstrate this piece how I'm going to paint it. This is going to be the priming, right? The painting and the clear. So I masked these areas right here where I don't want the paint, okay, the primer paint or any paint. These are the same bolts that come with the kit or with the whole unit here. And I don't want any primer or anything on these ribs, on these areas where it's going to be screwed on, you know what I'm saying? So it's best to just cover them up. Adhesion promoter for plastics. Here's a tip, I always like to use these, okay? For aerosol spray, it's much easier to manage. It's not fiberglass, so I'm going to go ahead and spray the areas where you see that, and areas like that. And I'm just going to go walk around and see where the plastic is exposed. And I'm going to just lightly shoot some of this. That's what I'm going to do with these guys. And this is the product I'm going to be using to paint my spoiler. The primer for this, it comes with the reducer and the activator. Okay, here's the sanded part. This is pretty smooth as it is, but as you'll notice that there's that. Will that show up on the paint? But you want to get it as smooth as possible, and this is really smooth to tell you the truth. But you see those little black spots? That's because it was sanded where to flatten the primer. This is what happens. So this will have to be another session of priming. Now what happened to this one is that this thing actually fell and it cracked, and I had to glue it like an idiot.
It happens.
Just have to fill it with using this. Anyways, this has already been sanded, and if you take a close look, you'll see that it has the same thing as the other one. But it's smooth. It's smooth. This is what happens. When you sand it, you'll get into these areas and you have to go ahead and reprime it. And you'll see these little imperfections. That's something that I would have to tackle and get rid of. But using this saves you a lot of time. This has a soft padding on it. I used 400. You should be able to do this with a little bit of water. There's areas where I didn't get enough priming on it. And that's because I had some complications when I was shooting. I forgot to add reducer. Yeah, so don't be stupid like me and add the reducer on the primer. Believe me, it makes the priming so much easier.